Alright, so back when I first started listening to 808 Mafia beats, I was like, how'd they get it hit so clean and hard, you know what I mean? Well, fast forward about 4 years after having worked with a lot of 808 Mafia members, here's why. This covers pretty much everything. Sometimes it's good to go brush up on the basics, man. You could have bad mixes and not really even know it just because you're ear blind to it. So we're gonna try to fix that. There's nothing good about this beat. First thing I hear off the bat, the melody is way too loud. If you need some beats to compare to, I will link some in the description. But go into your melody chain and put this exact EQ on it, alright? You want to cut everything below 150 out, and then you want to lower these bands right here. This will cut out some of the low mids around the 300 hertz range, which is where all the muddiness is. Essentially means where your melody is not that clear. And then this right here will help the harshness that you often hear. Lower it some, now we got this. Sound selection just sucks. Alright, so now we got all these mid-ass sounds right here. My boy 𝕊𝕌𝔹𝕆 sent over his Eternal multi-kit. This is a kit we're going to be using today. Shout out to 𝕊𝕌𝔹𝕆. Every single sound in here is valid. Alright, this clap right here, it's way too short. So what you want to do is you want to find a clap that's longer, alright? This one right here. Alright, same exact thing for the hi-hat. Find a sound that's longer. I hate these tiny little hi-hats, bro. Find a nice, thick, long hit one hat. Alright, so that 808 is still not hitting. This kit's got a ton of super nice 808s. Replace that one. This one right here, it's the hardest spins. This thing simply is the hardest spins, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, these are some examples of what this kit can do, bro. Bunch of cool open hats. Any one of them works as long as it's not too short. Next, we replace this weak kick. There are certain frequencies in a kick that sound really good. You gotta kind of have a trained ear to tell what it is. I'll link a few other kicks in the description for free as usual that you guys can download. But I found this kick right here from the Eternal V3 kit. So before, after. Alright, now for master change, first off, just throw in an EQ. You're going to want to decrease the 150 hertz range right here. I'll go over why later. And you want to boost the top end just a little bit and decrease that part right there because that's where the hi-hat's going to hit. And sometimes the hi-hat can be a little too harsh, so I like to turn that down a little. Alright, now let me move all these down. The first option just involves putting a soft clipper right after, and that is it. Stock settings, don't do anything to it, just a base soft clipper. The other one is open a fruity limiter right here, turn up the ceiling all the way to the top, and then turn the saturation down however much you want. Play it by ear whenever you get to this step. Alright, now if your beat still is not hitting the way you think it should hit, go onto the master chain, reduce the 300 range and the 150 range. It just makes everything hit way deeper as opposed to this. Alright, finally I'm going to go over some other master chain tools that you guys can use. Alright, first we got something called MoTT. This thing right here is like OTT on steroids. Click on the hip hop preset right here, turn it down. It just compresses your track overall. It makes it sound super even and nice and leveled out. Next one is this plugin called Crafter. Hashtag not sponsored on all of these, by the way. If you want a nice clean sound, you can turn it down some. Alright, next thing is leveling, man. You've got to have a reference track. So download some beats, I'll put them in the description, listen to them, and match the levels absolutely perfectly. So if it sounds like their track has louder hi-hats, you turn up the hi-hats to match it. So I'm going to show you another surefire way to make sure that your levels are perfect. I covered this earlier, but it's called pink noise. Keep in mind, this is only for learning how to level. Don't actually pull this shit up in the studio, bro. Everybody's going to laugh at you. But it works super, super well. Go to audiocheck.net. I'll link that in the description. And you want to download this pink noise, bro. Alright, now turn it down to -9 dB, just like that. And you want to push the sound up so that you can barely hear it over the pink noise. And let's listen to it. Just as a bonus though, I do really recommend you guys hit this kit up. It's definitely one of the best one I've used. It's got a one-shot kit, tons of loops. But the best part about this kit is the melody layers. Basically what you do is you take these and you stack them on top of each other and flip them, completely royalty free. So as you can see, I took this phrase right here and I layered it with one of these key phrases. And then I found another phrase from here. It was a drop sound right here. It's got tons of those. This is a new sound called a melodic atmosphere. It's like a really unique pad, for example. Found the ARP layer. And then this accent. And then this bass. Sometimes it's good to go brush up on the basics, man. You gotta make sure you have those solid down before you start trying to sell these beats, man. Hope you guys got something from the tutorial. Definitely leave a comment down below. And yeah, let me know what I should do next.